The undersigned state under oath. I am an adult female employed at Vodacom in the capacity of Supervisor, Forensic Liaison Services.
Athi lapha uthi mina Pinky Rasia Vetilingam imina ke o shoyo lana o othatha isifungo sokuthi ke mina ngumuntu omdala usenza Vodacom and umsebenzi wami uba uSupervisor of Forensic Liaison Services.
The facts herein contained are to the best of my knowledge and believed true and correct. I am making the statement knowing that if it is tendered in evidence, I will be liable to prosecution if I willfully stated anything I know to be false or which I do not believe to be true.
Ngibonga ngibhale lana ngingazi kuyiqiniso futhi ke ngithi ngiyazi ukuthi uma kuwukuthi khona okungelona iqiniso ngizobe nginecala ngaphansi komthetho.
Vodacom is an electronic communications service provider duly licensed by the Independent Communications Authority of South Africa and operate electronic communications network, in brackets Vodacom network, throughout South Africa and some parts of Africa. Section 15 in brackets 1 of the ECT Act makes reference to and governs the admissibility of data messages. Data messages is defined to mean data generated, sent, received, or stored by electronic means and includes a voice where the voice is used in an automated transaction and a stored record. It is clear that Section 50 in brackets 1 governs data messages, which includes call messages, SMSs, and other information such as email, thereafter referred to as call data related information.
Ke Vodacom ke inkampani esebenza ukuxhumanisa ngezingcingo nokuthwala ke imilayezo ehamba ngedata. Lapha section 15(1) of umthetho ohambelana nokuxhumana ngezingcingo uyakhuluma ke lapha ukuthi uma kukhulunywa ngedata kukhulunywa nganoma yikuphi okwenziwa okwakhiwayo okuthunyelwayo nokwamukelayo kwamukelwa emishini yokuxhumana ngezingcingo. Lapho ke idata ke kuthiwa ihamba izihambela kungekho owenza ukuthi ehambe and futhi ke nokuthi igcinwe and futhi lokhu kubhalwe ngaphansi kwa section 15(1) komthetho ke olawula ukusetshenziswa kwalokho okuhlanganisa nemilayezo ama SMS noma nezinto ezifana noma email ezihamba ngayo ngemishini eyomakhalekhukhwini.
Call data related information is obtained from the Network Event Monitoring System, which we call NEMO, currently housing live data of all activity on a SIM card or handset routed through the Vodacom network. Since this information is only retained for a period of 3 years, data requested for a time period preceding this cannot be retrieved from the system. Once Vodacom receives a request to access and supply an extract of call data related information from a law enforcement agency, this extract is permanently electronically archived. Call data related information is generated in a PDF format, stored and communicated by the service and cannot be altered, manipulated, or tampered with by anyone while on the servers. The manner in which the integrity of the call data is maintained is considered reliable and contemplated in Section 50 of 3 of the Act.
Idatha yonke nolwazi olutholakala lwezingcingo zilukhishwa emshinini okuthiwa events monitoring system ebizwa ngokuthi mina gcine konke okuwenzeka ngaphakathi kwezingcingo and futhi kumikhishwa le information yonke kukhishwa ke kufakwe efayilini ekuthiwa uhlobo lwe-PDF esithile lolu hlobo alukwazi ukuthi lungaguqulwa and okusho ukuthi ke okulethwe ngayo lolo hlobo kuyakwazi ukuthi kunesiqiniseko sokuthi kungalendlela okungayo indlela ke okwenziwa ukuthi kugcine idata ukuthi ingaguquki kulawulwa usection 15.3 womthetho.
NEMO adheres to the security requirements stipulated in Vodacom's security policy and procedures. A firewall is in place to separate NEMO from the Vodacom network, with only the necessary ports open to communication. Access to NEMO is controlled via a secure APN, limiting access to specific authorized users only. All access to NEMO is logged and a full audit trail of all operations performed by any authorized user stored. To ensure data integrity and completeness, file and record level checking with full auditing is done. Automated system alerts are also in place to monitor system processes and distribute notifications to authorized personnel where intervention is required. All system processes are further monitored through daily operational checks.
So lapho ke inimo yana kukhona ke indlela ebekwe ngayo ukuthi ivikeleke njengokuthi ke kukhona neminyango lena evimbela abangavinayo imvume yokuthi bangene kunimo kungene kuphela laba abanemvume yokuthi bangene ukuyongena lapho kunimo kuvikele ngaloko kuthiwa i-APN enza ukuthi abangenayo bangene uma kuphela benikwe imvume yokuthi bangene and futhi ke ukungena kunimo konke kuyabhalwa ukuze ke ongenayo kwazi ukuthi ungenile waphinde futhi wafike wenzani la ngaphakathi kunimo and futhi ke konke lokhu kuyagcinwa ukuze uma kudingeka emva kwesikhathi kutholakala kusho kukhona ke indlela ke ezikhona ezisetshenziswayo zokuthi kuzama ukuthi ngazo zonke izikhathi kube nemibiko ethunyelwayo echazayo ukuthi kwenzekeni kula kulomshini and futhi kwenzeke nini uma kuloku kusetshenzwa.
I am responsible for inter alia the supply of information and call data on the Vodacom network pursuant to requests received from the South African police, law enforcement agencies, and other institutions. This certifies that Vodacom has received a subpoena in terms of Section 205(1) of the Criminal Procedure Act, Act 51 of 1977, from SAPS with GP Joburg 5003-2015, Phosphorus CAS 103-12-2014 from Constable Dlamini. It pertains to 072-766-8169.
So lana lokho ke kunethe isiqiniseko sokuthi kwatholakala isubpoena ngaphansi ka section 205 ngaphansi komthetho i-Criminal Procedure Act number 51/1977 evela ku SAPS kuhambisana necala GP JHB 5003/2015 nephosphorus case 103 of 12/2015 lokhu ke kwawulethwa uConstable Dlamini.
Okay, I want to show you an extract from Exhibit 01, page 41.
Exhibit
01.
01.
Indeed, so my lord. It's an affidavit by Colonel Stein,
Oh, I see.
page 41. The number that you just placed on record on your affidavit Does it correspond with the number that I highlighted on page 41?
Yes, it does.
athi yebo lezi number lezi ziyahambisana le number evela ku page 41 nale unginike namanje.
And then the name that is appearing on exhibit 01, can you please on record?
Mtobisi Gadia Nkube.
Kuthiwa ke igama ke elivela lapho igama likamkho Mthobisi Gadla Mncube.
Thank you. Then you can proceed to get your affidavit.
The following extract was prepared. A list of MOC made from the SIM card, which is outgoing calls. A list of MTC, which is incoming calls. A list of all calls made and received by the SIM card. The location of the persons when making and receiving the calls. A list of incoming and outgoing SMS transactions, voicemail transactions, in the case where the mobile station was not available, GPRS data, as well as a MSISDN profile. GPRS data. No distinction is made between calls and messages.
Kuthiwa ke okuceliwe ke lana ukuthi kufuna ukutholakala imininingwane yonke ikhombisa izingcingo ezingenile nezingcingo eziphumile nazo zonke ingcingo ezikhona ukuthi wayelaphi lo muntu wayenza ucingo ngesikhathi eshaya futhi ke nokuthi ke oma SMS angenile naphumile angakanani and kunokuthi kunama message amangaki ama voice message ne GPRS data. What is that?
MSISDN.
Yeah, MSISDN futhi ke kuchazayo ukuthi kukhunyilwe kangakanani phakathi kwabantu and nokuthi ke kwenzwa ngaziphi insuku and nokuthi ke kwakuyi kunama message ke WhatsApp nama SMS ukuthi awabonakali ngoba wona ahlala ngaphansi kwe GPRS kodwa ke futhi ke kuthiwa what is the last one? No.
GPRS.
Yes.
Subscriber registration and MSISDN profile.
So ke awekho kama GPRS ne subscriber information profile. Ozange kutholakala lokho. Kuthiwa i-call data ke yalethwa ngalelo sikhathi ke ikhombisa ukukhuluma phakathi kwabantu ikhona ke la kulo mbiko lena echaza ukuthi ke isikhathi nezinsuku zasejiswaneni ngaphansi ke kwezingcingo zase Vodacom and futhi la kufaka nokuthi ke kwaba na SMS amangaki nama WhatsApp amangaki kodwa ke lawo ke awabonakali kwi data ne WhatsApp communication yona kuthiwa igcinwa ngaphansi kwe GPRS and akukho mehluko phakathi kwamakholi nemilayezo ethunyelwe.
Okay, then gives you the cell phone number again, which is 072
Ileta ifuthi ne cell phone number ke 072
766
766
8169.
8169.
It then says data was requested from 23 October to 2014 to 25 January 2015.
Kuthiwa ke lapho kuyasho ukuthi idata yacelwa isuka kumhla 23 October 2014 kuyofika kumhla 25 kuJanuary 2015.
The relevant printout is hereto annexed and constitutes a data message in terms of Section 15 of the Act. The information that appears on said printouts reflects electronic representations described as data in the Act. It also represents data generated, sent, received, or stored by electronic means and or stored record as contemplated in the definition of data message in the Act.
Kuthiwa ke lapha ke le printout exhunywe lapha ke kuthiwa ke iyachaza ukuthi ifaka konke okungabizwa njengokuthi imilayezo ye-data engaphansi kwa-section 15 yomthetho, and lonke kulwazi olukhona lapha kuthiwa luhambelana nokuthi luyimilayezo ye-data eyatholakala noma eyagcinwa emshinini, and futhi ke egcinwe njengoba ichaziwe njengokuthi iyimilayezo ye-data michazwa emthethweni.
Thank you. I see on the bottom right there's a case ID. Can you place it on record?
Case ID 577930.
Kuthiwa case ID 577930.
And the annexure that is annexed there too, does it have a case ID?
Yes.
Can you place the case ID on record?
It's the same case ID 577930.
Kuthiwa nesithasiselo ke esikhona lapho sinale case number ebhaliwe lapha 577930.
Can we proceed now to the annexure? What is the first page of the annexure?
The first page, which is on page 6, is the handset profile.
Kuthiwa ke lapha ke ekhasini lesithupha i-handset profile.
Okay.
The,
Yes. Before we deal with the annexure, can you deal with the terminology that is also attached into your statement in paragraph 9?
do you want me to read all of it?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Maybe you can read 10 and then.
So the explanation is on page 3. We start at the top with hash 31 hash, which is a number hiding or to hide your number. Star 100 hash is balance checks for prepaid subscribers. Star 111 hash is my phone. Star 111 star 500 hash data bundle balance inquiry. Star 111 star 502 hash comprehensive balance inquiry. Star 120 star premium rated WASP applications. Star 130 star 0 rated for financial institutions. Star 140 star please call me services. 100 is recharges. 110 customer direct, sorry, my mistake. 110 direct inquiries. 111 customer care. 112 emergency services. 113 electronic recharges. 114 customer care. 121 voicemail. AMA is automatic message accounting, which in other words is incoming and outgoing call data. APP protocol identifies the type of internet traffic, identifying things like apps, browsing, DNS connects. BWKS is a BroadSoft or BroadWorks platform, generates CDR. CDR refers to call data records, events for OneNet Business, VB VoIP, OneNet Express, and Office telephony call data. Bytes, download link, the volume or quantity of data measured in bytes that was downloaded to the user's device from the server. Bytes uplink, the volume of quantity of data measured in bytes as well, of data that was uploaded from the user's device to the server. Call date refers to the date the calls were received or made. Call time refers to the time the calls were received or made. Cell ID refers to the base station code. Cell name refers to the base station when receiving and making calls. CF, call forwarding. This means the cell phone was not answered and the call went through to voicemail, or the phone was switched off and the call was directed to voicemail, or the phone was diverted. Shall I go on? Converse, a voicemail, in brackets 1-to-1, initiate call to another subscriber using the Converse platform. Duration refers to the seconds of receiving or making the calls. ECI, Earth-centered inertial. The U-Trans cell identification, which is used to identify a call uniquely within a public land mobile network, which in brackets is PLMN. EU-Tran is the air interface of 3GPP's long-term evolution, in brackets LTE, upgrade path for mobile networks. It is the abbreviation for Evolved UMTS, terrestrial radio access, also referred to as 3GPP work item on LTE. GPRS is General Packet Radio System, its Internet Data Connection Stream. HTTP is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. HTTP content type is the type of content that was rendered, that is image, text, or tags. HTTP host is the host server that served the web element. HTTP URL is the unique website address that was visited by the subscriber. A uniform resource locator is a specific character string that constitutes a reference to the resource. ICC-ID, International Chip Card ID. This is basically the serial number of the SIM card. The IMEI is the International Mobile Equipment Identity. This refers to the unique serial number of the handset, of which Vodacom only uses the first 14 digits to identify that handset. In order to see your IMEI, you can dial #06# from a handset on the Vodacom network to receive the handset serial number. IMSI, International Mobile Subscriber Identity. It's an electronically allocated serial number of a SIM card. IP is Internet Protocol. IVR is Interactive Voice Response. An example is welcome to directory inquiries, and you are number 10 or 56 in the queue. LAT refers to latitude. It's a measure of a location's distance north or south of the equator, expressed in degrees. Longitude is a measure of locations' distances east or west of the prime meridian, expressed in degrees as well. MMS is a multi-messaging service. MOC, mobile originating call, which is, in other words, an outgoing call. MOSMS is a short message service originating, in other words, an outgoing SMS. MSISDN refers to the Mobile Subscriber Integrated Services Digital Network. This is the SIM card number. As an example, is either 082 or 0872. MTC is mobile terminated call, which refers to an incoming call. MTSMS refers to a short message service terminating, in other words, incoming SMSs. Other party is the number of the other party when making or receiving a call. PCM is please call me services. PDP is a packet data protocol. P2P protocol is peer-to-peer protocol, identifies the classification of traffic based on the packet inspections. PIN, that's your personal identification number. PUC is your personal unblocking key. Server IP address is the unique Internet Protocol address of the server until that responded with the web element. SS activation, that's a supplementary service activation. SSD activation is a supplementary service deactivation. SS interrogation is used by a subscriber to check settings, example, clip, call forwarding, settings, etc. SS registration is a supplementary service for registration. Subscriber IP address, the unique Internet Protocol address of the subscriber that downloaded the web elements. A numerical label assigned to each device participating in a computer network that uses the Internet Protocol for communication. Tap-in is roaming on a foreign network. Tap-out is a foreign subscriber utilizing the Vodacom network data services. Third party is when party A calls party B, generating a MOC. Party B's phone has an automatic call forwarding to another number, generating a CF. The call forward number and the original caller, in brackets party A of the MOC, will be in the third party. Total duration is based on the session determined by the network platform.
Lokho bekuchazwa lapha ke bekuchazwa izincazelo zezifinyezo ezisetshenziswayo kuma network amaselula futhi namagama obuchwepheshe amaningi asetshenziswayo. Ngingenza isibonelo lana ukuthi uma kuthiwa CF bachaza ukuthi i4 i-call ingenile kodwa ke yangakwazi ukuthi yamukelwe kwase ke kushiwa imessage. Uma bekhuluma ngoma call duration bachaza ukuthi imizuzwana emingaki i-call ikhona. Uma bekhuluma ngoma LTE bakhuluma ngo long term evolution. Konke ke lokhu kuchaza amagama obuchwepheshe asetshenziswayo.
It continues on the next page. Hash 3 hash. It's actually duplicated. It's a number hiding. Traffic type. Audio or video identifier for common apps. Example, WhatsApps. USSD is an unstructured supplementary service data, interactive network function. Example, *140 *082, which identifies or means a please call me. UTRAN, I will explain again, is a collective item for the Node Bs and radio network controllers, which make up the UMTS radio access network. This communication network commonly referred to as 3G. VoIP is voice over internet protocol, call data. VoLTE is voice over long-term evolution. Web is web-enhanced data record, and Wi-Fi is local area wireless technology.
Kubekile phambili nokuchaza amanye amagama abekwelinye ikhasi amagama obuchwepheshe asetshenziswayo kuma network amaselula.
Please. Now let's proceed to the annexure on page 6.
So on page 6 we have the handset usage.
Lapha ekhasini lesithupha kuyabonakala ukuthi lo makhalekhukhwini ibaphi abasetshenziswa.
For 072
inombolo yakhona ku-072
766
766
8169.
8169.
And then this extract, which stream is it from?
Page 6 is from the AMA stream.
Athi ke phuma ke kumkhakha we-AMA.
And then the second last column, it says handset model. Can you elaborate that?
Second last column.
Yes.
Handset mobile, that refers to the make and the model of the handset.
Athi ke lapha ekugcineni kuchaza ukuthi ilophi uhlobo nokuthi imodel yiphi ke yale cellphone umakhalekhukhwini osetshenziswa.
And then the third line from the bottom, the date is 19 August 2014. Can you place that information on record?
The third line from the bottom gives us the IMEI number, which is 3589 8605 839543. with IMSI number 6550 1224 9151 373. The start date was 19th August 2014 at 21:40:07. End date was 19th August 2014 at 22:09 22 seconds. There were 9 successful activities. It is a prepaid number and it's a Nokia 105 handset.
Kuthiwa lapha kulo mugqa kuchazwa ukuthi kwakusetshenziswa muphi umakhalekhukhwini, kuphinde kuchazwe nokuthi i-IMEI number yakhe lo makhalekhukhwini kwakuyini, ephinde ichaze futhi ke nokuthi kwakungumhla ka-19 ku-August 2014 ngesikhathi sika-21:47 kuyofika umhla ka-19 August ngayo 2014 isikhathi sesifike lapha ku-22:09 22 seconds. Kuyabonakala ukuthi kube nokuthintana isikhathi isihlandla ezingaba zisishiyagalolunye nokuthi ke ifoni ke esetshenziswa lapho kwakuyi Nokia 105.
The next column.
The next column is the same MSISDN with a different IMEI, which is 3567 2305 064428. The IMSI number remains the same, 6550 1249 151373. That date is from the 17th of September 2014, 21:05:46 seconds. The end date is 17:09:2014, 21:44:04 seconds. 7 successful activities, a prepaid number as well, and a Nokia 306 Usher was the handset.
Kuthiwa ke lapha ke kuyabonakala ukuthi kwasetshenziswa le number kodwa ke sisebenza ngenye i-IMEI number. I-IMEI number ebisetshenziswa manje beku 3567 2305 064428. Kodwa ke i-IMSI yona kuyabonakala ukuthi kuse iyona le yangaphambilini 6550 12249 15373. Kwakumhla 17 kuSeptember 2014 isikhathi kwaku 21:05:46 and futhi ke ukugcina ke kwale call kwakumhla 17:09:24 isikhathi kwaku 21:04:04 and kuthiwa kuyabonakala ukuthi kwathintwana isikhathi ezisikhombisa kusetshenziswa i-prepaid. Umakhalekhukhwini osetshenziswa lapho kwaku i-Nokia 306.
The last entry.
The last entry, the MSISDN, remains the same. The IMEI number has changed to 3597 9605 029790. The IMSI number remains the same. This was used from the 19th of September 2014 at 20:32:58, ended on 4th March 2015, 17:46:57 seconds. There were 6,656 successful transactions, 80 failed transactions, still a prepaid number, and the handset used was a Samsung GTE 2220 Texto.
triple what? 2220 text. Kuthiwa lapha ngomhla ka 19 kuSeptember ukuyofika ngomhla ka 4 kuMarch 2015 kuthiwa lapha ke imzi yayisafana kodwa emeyi yayisihlukile emeyi kwaku 3597 9605 029790 imzi yayisafana ke futhi ke ngalelo langa ke kuthiwa ama-Collins kwakuyinkulungwane eziyisithupha khula isithupha nemashumi amane nesikhombisa akwazi ukuthi bakwazi ukuxhumana amashumi ayisishiyagalombili kona bazange bakwazi ukuthi baxhumake kwakusetshenziswa i-prepaid and futhi ke lapha kwakusetshenziswa ifoni okuyi-Samsung uhlobo GTE 3330.
And then on page 7,
The end remains the same. The IMEI number has changed to 3524 2605 3524 2605. Seven's the same. Start date 14 November 2014. 11/29/47 ends on 12 January 2015 at 12:05:12 seconds. 141 successes, 2 failed. Prepaid number, handset use was the Nokia X2-01.
Kuthiwa lapha ke ngomhla ka 14 kuNovember 2014 ukuyofika umhla ka 12 January 2015 mhla ka 14 kuNovember isikhathi kwa 11:29:47 kuyofika mhla ka 12 January 2015 isikhathi kwa 12:05 12 seconds. Kuthiwa ke la imzi number kwakuseyiyo leyo kodwa I mean number yesihlukile yesu 3524 2665 769197 imzi ke kwakuseyiyona leya eyazwayo. Kuthiwa ke amakhola akwazi ukuthi bakwazi ukuxhumane kwamakhola ayikhulu namashumi amane nanye and amabili ke ehluleka kwakusetshenziswa i-prepaid i-handset ke esetshenziswa ngaleso sikhathi kwakuyi-Nokia X2-01.
The following entry, MSISDN remains the same. IMEI number has changed to 3586 3404 85 2856. IMSI remains the same. Start date is 25 November 2014. Time 16:22:49 seconds. Ends at 30 November 2014 at 09:04:28 seconds. There were 95 successful activities and 0 failed. It remains a prepaid number and has been used with a Nokia 1616.
Kuthiwa ke in lo kulandelayo ke IMSDA iseyiyo isafana imzi isafana kodwa ayime esihlulekile manje seku 3586 3404 85 2856 Kwakumhla ka-25 kuNovember 2014 ngesikhathi sika-16:42 29 seconds kuyofika mhla ka-30 kuNovember 2014 isikhathi kwaku-09:04:28 uthiwa kwaba namakholi amashumi ayisishiyagalolunye nanhlanu akwazi ukuthi asebenze kodwa akubanga-ke nekholi engakwazanga ukuthi ingene. Lapho-ke kwakusetshenziswa yona-ke i-prepaid umakhalekhukhwini wayesetshenziswa kuyi-Nokia 1616.
The last entry, the MS-ISDN remains the same. The IMEI has, however, changed again. The number is 3567 2305 562396. The IMSI remains the same. The start date is 7 December 2014 at 13:49:24 seconds. Ends on 9th December 2014 at 05:19:20 seconds. There were 18 successes, 0 failed, remains a prepaid number, and a Nokia 306 Asha was used.
Kuthiwa lana-ke okugcina-ke i-IMS-ISDN isafana i-IMEI isihlukile-ke manje sokuthi 3567 2305 562396 kuthiwa i-IMSI nayo isafana kwakumhla ka-7 kuDisemba 2014 lapho-ke isikhathi kwaku-13:49:24 kuyophela iyogcina ngomhla ka-9 kuDisemba 2014 isikhathi kwaku-05:19:20 second kuthiwa kwaba namakhola amakhulu ayisishiyagalombili neshumi nesishiyagalombili asebenza ayikho ikholi engakwazanga ukuthi ingene. And lapho kusetshenziswa i-prepaid usetshenziswa umakhalekhukhwini Nokia 306.
Okay. Now, in a simple language, when you say the IMEI number changes and the IMSI number remain unchanged, what do you mean?
It means that the same SIM card was inserted into different or numerous other handsets.
Manje machaza umuthi IMSI number i-IMS IDN ayishintshe kodwa i-IMEI number iyashintsha kuchaza ukuthini-ke ngamafupha athi cha kusho ukuthi-ke kuthakhishwa-ke i-SIM card iloku ifakwa komakhalekhukhwini abahlukile kodwa kuseyiyona leyo SIM card.
From where we started, are you able to count how many devices were used?
Athi ngabe kusetshenziswa omakhalekhukhwini abangaki lapha?
Five.
Bangabe isihlanu.
Thank you. And then are you able to tell the usage of each device from the start date to the end date? How long was each device used?
Ngawazi ukuchaza ukuthi umakhalekhukhwini lo wasetshenziswa isikhathi esingakanani ukusuka eqaleni kuyofika ekugcineni.
On the first two on page 6, there was fairly less usage, which was 9 and 7 respectively as successes. Thereafter, the last entry on page 6, the period was much longer and there were over 6,000 successful activities. Moving on to page 7, for the time period, there was between November and January only 141 successes with 2 failures. This middle entry, looking at the period that started November and ended 5 days later, 95 entries which was also busy. The last entry, December 7th to 9th, in a matter of 2 days, 18 activities, which was successful. So they were fairly busy.
Phela kuyabonakala ukuthi hayi babe matasa impela ngoba kuthiwa ngasekuqaleni kuyabonakala ukuthi kwaba nokuxhumana ngathi isishagalolunye futhi kwaphinda baqhumana isikhathi ezisikhombisa. Kodwa masise ngasemaphethelweni yabonakala ukuthi kwaba ngaphezulu kwey'nkulungwane eziyisithupha beqhumana ukuthi kwakusetshenzwa kakhulu. Lapha ku-page 7 yabonakala ukuthi ngomhla 7 uNovember bakwazi ukuxhumana izihlande ezingaba ikhulu namashumi nanye. Lapha ngoDisemba kuyabonakala ukuthi nakhona kwakuneshumi nesishiyagalombili lokuthi bathintana.
And then now on page 6, the last entry, can you estimate in terms of month the usage of that handset?
So that was a period of 7 months.
Athi lapha ekhasini lesithupha yabonakala ukuthi kwasetshenziswa lokhu izinyanga ezisikhombisa.
Now let's move to the GPRS stream on page 7.
Athi asiyohlola ke lapha uhlu lwe-GPRS ekhasini number 7.
Let's start with the usage on the 13th of June 2014.
Under the GPRS data, we find that the MSISDN remains the same.
Kuthiwa ngaphansi kwe-GPRS data ngomhla ka-13 kuJune 2014 kuyabonakala ukuthi MSISDN kuseyiyo.
The IMEI number reflecting there is 3519
I-IMEI ebhaliwe lapho ku-3519
7205
7205
4252
4252 13.
The IMSI remains the same.
I-IMSI yona ayihlukile
6550
6550
1224
1224
9151
9151
373.
373.
The date is 13 June 2014.
Kwamhla 13 kuJune 2014.
Time 19:37:15 seconds. 19:37:15 seconds.
Isikhathi kwaku 1937 and imizuzwana eyu-15.
End date is 29 July
Yagcina ngomhla 29 kuJuly
2014.
2014.
17:05:23 seconds.
Isikhathi kwaku 17:05 no-23 second.
9 successes.
Kwakuxhunyanwa isikhathi eziyisishagalolunye.
Can you explain this 9 successive? What is it exactly?
GPRS is internet usage.
Nje makhulunywa ngo-GPRS ukuthi yayisetshenziswa sikhulunywa ngokuthi kwakusetshenziswa i-internet.
0 failures.
Akukho lapho okwahluleka engakwazanga ukuxhumana khona.
Prepaid number.
I-prepaid number yakhona
A Nokia 111 was used.
kwakusetshenziswa i-Nokia 111.
Next one.
Elandelayo
MSISDN remains the same.
MSISDN iseyiyona ayiguqukanga.
The IMEI number is 3567
I-IMEI 3567
2305
230644
644.
nayo ayizange iguquke.
Start date is 1709 2014.
Usuku waqalwa ngaloko mhla 17 enyangeni kaSeptember ku-2014.
Time 20:59:53 seconds.
Isikhathi kwaku-20:59:53 second.
Ending time is 16:10:2014.
Isikhathi-ke sokugcina kwakuyilo lolu suku lumhla 16 enyangeni ka-October 2014.
20:29:39 seconds was the time,
Isikhathi kwaku-20:29:39
and
imizuzwana.
it remains a prepaid number.
Sasetshenziswa i-prepaid futhi.
Nokia 306 Asher U. Thereafter,
Emva kwalokho
the IMEI number changes again.
i-IMEI yaphinde yashintsha.
3597
U-3597
9605
9605
0297
0297
90.
90.
IMSI remains the same.
I-IMSI isalokhu injalo.
Start date is 1909-2014.
Isuku kwakungumhla ka-1909-2014.
Start time is 19:59:02.
Isikhathi-ke kwaku-19:59:02.
End time is 01:03:2000.
Gcina ngaso kwakuwumhla ka-1 ku-March 2015.
Time ends at 10:23:10 seconds.
Isikhathi kabagcina ngaso u-10:23 imizuzwana eyishumi.
Successors is 1,400. A Samsung GTE 2220 Texto was used.
Wasetshenziswa-ke uhlobo lwe-Samsung GTE Testo. Isikhathi esilandelayo-ke
MSISDN remains the same.
MSISDN ayiguqukanga.
IMEI number changes to 3524
I-IMEI number iyashintsha-ke lapha i-3524
2605
2605
7691
76. Nine
97.
97.
No changes to the IMSI.
Hayi IMSI nayo ayishintshanga.
Start date 14 November 2014.
Usuku aqala ngalo kwangumhla 14 kuNovember 2014.
11:22:28 seconds.
Isikhathi kwaku 11:22:28 umzuzu 12 01 2015.
Yes.
Bathi bagcina ngumhla ka-12 kuJanuary 2015.
At 12:31:44 seconds.
Isikhathi kwaku-12:31:44 umzuzwana.
Remains a
Who's got a score to settle? Subscribe.
Inumber isishintshileke.
3567
Isi 3567
2305
2305
5623
5623
96.
96.
IMSI remains the same.
IMSI iseyiyona
It remains to be a prepaid number
setshenziswa futhi i-prepaid.
used from 7 December 2014,
Isiqale ukusetshenziswa mhla 7 kuDisemba 2014.
13:51:15 seconds.
Isikhathi kwaku-13:51 how many seconds?
15 seconds.
Nemizuzwana eyo-15.
Ends 8 December 2014.
Phela ngomhla 8 kuDisemba 2014.
Time 16:31:44 seconds.
Isikhathi yagcina ngo-16:31:44 umzuzwana.
The handset used was the Nokia 306 Asher.
Umakhalekhukhwini owayesetshenziswa kwakuyi-Nokia 306 Asher.
Yes, God bless. My Lord, I will request that we take this short adjournment at this stage, just to allow the witness time also to relax. 15 minutes.
Okay, 15 minutes.